Hi guys, welcome back. So, I am so excited. Look, I got a new Dutch oven, and really the only reason I got this was because I really want to try making sourdough bread. So, I got this beautiful color. Oh, isn't it amazing? So, it's, I think a 3-quart pot. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, so I've never made sourdough. I've never used a Dutch oven like this before. So I'm really excited about this video. I have no idea how it's going to turn out, but come on, let's be truthful here. I am not very good when it comes to making bread type things. Besides cake, that's its own category. Bread is special. And making sourdough bread is supposed to be oh so easy, but I'm gonna attempt it. We'll see how it turns out. So this is like a 2-day process. I am gonna start it today, and then tomorrow I will finish it off and bake it. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. For those of you who are new, my name is Natalka, and you have found my channel, Cooking with Natalka. I hope you enjoy these videos, and we'll come back for some more. And to all of my subscribers and all my faithful, wonderful viewers, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you'll enjoy this video, and please give me tips. Give me tips. I am not a bread maker. So this one's going to be difficult for me. It's going to be difficult for me. That's all I can say. We'll see how it actually turns out. Remember to hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, all that wonderful stuff. And let's see how this goes. All right. So you're going to have to be patient with me because I am very new to making sourdough bread. So first of all, I am starting with a 1/2 cup of sourdough starter, which I made myself, and I will make a video of that later once it's perfected. So I'm mixing it with 1 3/4 cups of warm water. Okay, so mix that together first, and then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 tablespoon of honey and mix it together. So next I'm going to add 4 cups of flour, and I am using bread flour for this recipe this time. We'll see how it turns out. And I'm going to use a wooden spoon and just gently mix it all together until it forms kind of a shaggy dough, and then I'm going to keep mixing until it looks like it's well combined. So everything I have tried to learn about making this, everything I have seen, everybody's dough looks different. The consistency seems to look different. I'm just going to try this and learn as I go. I think the dough looks pretty good. It looks well combined. It's sticky. Okay, I think it's good. So now I'm going to just cover it, and I am going to let it rest for probably 30 minutes or so and see how it has changed after that. So after resting for about 30 minutes, I'm going to wet my hands a little bit, and I'm going to do the whole stretch and fold, where you pull it up, stretch it a little bit, and fold it over. And then you rotate your bowl a 1/4 of a turn and do the exact same thing. You're going to stretch the dough. I got something stuck in it. I don't know what it was. Probably a fuzzy from the towel. So just keep doing this. Stretch it, fold it over, tuck it under. And that's all you do. Once you've done that, then you cover it and let it rest again. And you're going to keep doing this a couple more times. All right, so the second or third time, I think this was the second time that I did the whole stretch and fold. and I feel like it's still really wet and sticky. So I'm going to very gently work in about another cup of flour until I think it's at a consistency that it should be. I've never made it, so I'm just kind of going by what I think it might be. So after adding the flour, gently working it in, what I'm going to do is just kind of tuck it all in, roll it around a little bit, and shape it. Once I had it shaped a little bit, I grabbed another bowl, actually a container, and I put a cloth in it. It's 100% cotton cloth. I don't know what it's supposed to actually sit in, what it's supposed to rise in, but I took this cloth, I put a whole bunch of flour in it, so it hopefully will not stick to the cloth. And I'm going to tuck in all the edges, the bottom part of the dough, tuck it all in, cover the dough with the cloth, and I'm going to let this rise and sit in the fridge overnight. All right, so here is day 2. It looks like it has risen overnight. It looks pretty good, I guess. And so I'm going to flour my work surface, and then what I'm going to do is very gently push the dough out and reshape it into a rectangle shape. Then I'm going to fold it into 3 folds and turn it and gently roll it all up into a ball and just work the dough a little bit to shape it, make sure it's a ball shape, tuck in all the edges that I can. And then I'm going to put it on some parchment paper, and I'm going to score the top of it, try and make it look all pretty and fancy, like all those sourdough buns I see all the time. But we'll see how this actually works. And then I'm going to put it into my Dutch oven, and I am going to bake it in an oven that's around 425, 435 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm gonna bake the sourdough loaf with the cover on for, I'm gonna say, about 35 to 40 minutes. And then I'm gonna take the cover off and let it finish cooking or finish baking, just to make it all brown, golden brown, and anyway, make it look pretty. And then I'm going to take it out of the oven and let it cool completely before I do anything else, before I slice it or anything. All right, guys, so I had a little bit of trouble with my oven. It kept turning off. It did not like the high temperature I had it set at. It didn't like how long it had to sit at that temperature. I kept getting some sort of little warning saying default sensor something or other, and then it would shut off. So that kind of sucked. Trying to bake bread in your oven that keeps turning off. Also, don't mind the mess in the kitchen. It's probably the one of the only times, or very, very few times, you guys will ever see my kitchen messy. Now, yes, I have a podcast called I Hate Dishes. Well, this is exactly why. So, we're not here to discuss my messy kitchen at the moment. The sourdough itself, I have no idea how it turned out. So, okay, beautiful. It rised. It held its shape. The design in it did not turn out. I had no idea what I was doing with that anyway. I don't know if it's baked on the inside or not, so I have no idea. And it's a little difficult to get out. It kind of feels overcooked, that I overbaked it. Now, I had trouble with my oven, like I said. So, I don't know what I did wrong, but for one, all of the parchment paper is stuck to this. So that kind of sucks. Yeah. I don't know if this was a win for me. I think this is a fail. I'm going to have to try it again. It's definitely overcooked. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to let this cool. I will try and get all the parchment paper off of it. Then I'm going to cut it in half, check it, do that stuff that you do with bread. I'm going to slice it up and see how it turned out. I will be trying this again. I realized some of my errors, but not all of them, because this is my first time making it. So I will give this another try. I have my sourdough starter sitting out, nice and warm, doing its thing. So I will do it again. I will probably do it as a short video, not an actual YouTube video again, but I will do a short of it. So I need some help. Give me some tips, suggestions. What do you got for me? Because I obviously did not know what I was doing, but I did attempt it. And I know I had problems with my oven, so I think when I try it again, I'm going to do a 375 oven and see if it'll make a difference. The parchment paper, I don't know why it stuck to it. I have no idea. So please give me some help and some suggestions for this one. I will even be happy to make another whole YouTube video rather than a short to try all the suggestions to see if it turns out better. Give me some feedback, please. I need it today. So that's it. But for now, this is it. It looks okay besides the paper stuck to the bottom. So we'll see how it turns out. But thank you so much for watching today. Hit all those buttons, like and subscribe, notification bell. Give us some feedback, please. I need some help. Yeah, I'm not a bread maker. I need some help. So thank you guys so much for watching. And remember to go check out my podcast. It comes out roughly every 2 weeks or so. One just came out this week, so it'll be in 2 weeks' time. I will give you more feedback about this process of what I did. And okay. I'll see you guys for my next video.